love books, and they love me. I get them free at the library. I read them once. I read them twice. Library books are oh so nice. Hi friends. Have you ever had something that you wanted to say or do and you were so excited you could hardly stand to wait? Well, that's what our character is doing today. She is so excited and she wants to share something so badly. I don't think she knows the right time to do it though. So let's read Lily's purple plastic purse about Lilly, the little mouse. You might remember that Kevin Henkes, the author of this book, likes to write stories about mice. You might hear the word rodent in this book, and a rodent is a type of animal, and mice are rodents. So let's get started reading about Lilly and her purple plastic purse. Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes. Green Willow Books, New York is the publisher, and it was published in 1996. Lilly loved school. Look, she says, I love school. And they're saying, wait for us. There's her friends. She loved the pointy pencils. She loved the squeaky chalk. And she loved the way her boots went clickety-clickety-click down the long, shiny hallways. Lilly loved the privacy of her very own desk. Mine. She loved the fish sticks and the chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. And look, she's got a straw and it says, straws make everything taste better. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Look, she's brought him a flower for you. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts. He wore glasses on a chain around his neck. And he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lilly. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of greeting students or good morning, pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, howdy. He thought that desks and rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you could handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lilly. Me too, said her friends Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lilly pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I am the teacher, she told her baby brother Julius. Listen up. Lilly even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. Look, there she is, and she says, teachers know everything. What's with Lilly? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lilly went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lilly showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. And look, she's written a story at her center time, and it says, Big, Friendly Mr. Nice Man Teacher by me, Lilly. And look, here's part of the story. It says, and at the very last second, Mr. Slinger saved the cold, starving, elderly. Wonder what the rest of it was. I don't know. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than anyone else in class, even if she didn't know the answer. "Call on me, please, please." And she volunteered to stay after school to clap erasers. "I want to be a teacher when I grow up," said Lily. "Excellent choice," said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She'd gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters. And best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it was opened. Wow, that looks cool. Lily wanted to show everyone. "Not now," said Mr. Slinger. "Listen to our story." Lily had a hard time listening. Look, this little girl's telling her, "Shh." Lily really wanted to show everyone. "Not now," said Mr. Slinger. "Let's be considerate of our classmates." Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. "Not now," said Mr. Slinger. "Wait until recess or sharing time." But Lily could not wait. Look, this little girl's now saying, "She's in trouble." The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. "Look," Lily whispered fiercely. "Look, everyone, look what I've got." Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger, and he was not amused. I think that means he wasn't very happy. Let's see. "I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day," said Mr. Slinger. "They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home." Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought and she thought and she thought. And then she became angry. She thought and she thought and she thought some more. And then she became furious. She thought and she thought and she thought a bit longer. And then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Do you think this is going to be a nice picture? Look at her face, because now she's furious at him. Right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. Look what it says. "Big, fat, mean Mr. Stealing Teacher. Oh no. Claws, thief, bad, wanted by FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up." And look, she's putting it in his bag. No, Lily. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her purple plastic purse back. "It's a beautiful purse," said Mr. Slinger. "Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those sunglasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class." "I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up," Lily said as she marched out of the classroom. I think she's got a little bit of an attitude. What do you think? On the way home, Lily opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. Oh, look at her face now. Do you think maybe she might be just a little sad that she did that to Mr. Slinger with that ugly picture? Ooh. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lily ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. That's time out. "I'll stay here a million years for Mr. Slinger." Why does everything happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1099. That night, Lily drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him, too. Lily was really, really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her especially incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms. The end. And look what she's drawn. There's her teacher, Mr. Slinger. It says kind, good, nice. And it says could be principal. Listen up, I forgive everyone. And look, she's got the worms and the bugs down here. And she's, it says, oops, she stepped on one of the bugs. And Lily says, I really, 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 really sorry. And then she says, I'm an author. That means somebody that writes a story. Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lily to take to school the next day. I think Mr. Slinger will understand, said Lily's mother. I know he will, said Lily's father. The next morning, Lily got to school early. These are for you, Lily said to Mr. Slinger, because I'm really sorry. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note. And Lily says, what does it say? And he sampled the snacks, and he says, yum, yum. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. What do you think we should do with this? Asked Mr. Slinger. That's the bad picture. Can we just throw it away? Asked Lily. Excellent idea, said Mr. Slinger. During sharing time, Lily demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star sunglasses. She says, it's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. These quarters are even better than a dollar bill because they make noise. Glamorous protection from harmful rays. Then she did a little performance using them as props. It's called interpretive dance, said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. Wow, said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk. She peeked at them often, but did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily snacks to everyone's delight. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher, everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy. And she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva or a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver. The end. You know, Lily kind of had a bad day, but she learned a lesson, and nothing's ever as awful as it seems. And that's why the next day was a much better day for Lily.